Where's the remote? Found it.
Turn off the lights.
All right.
Did you grab the drinks?
Yeah, I got them.
Okay, I'm making the popcorn.
It's starting. Come on.
All right. Okay, I'm here. Hit the button. Hi, I'm Jill.
And I'm Gianna. And welcome to the We Watch It All podcast, where we watch it all and give you our opinions.
AKA the opinions no one ever asked for, and these are going to be the Mandalorian opinions.
Oh my god. Season 3, episode 1 here. Obviously, we didn't have our podcast for seasons 1 and 2, but we liked it, and we're not going to recap all that.
No, you don't want to hear it.
Well,
you've heard it from someone else probably. Oh, and we have a guest speaker next door.
We didn't know she was showing up, Mariah Carey.
Yeah, well, it's 8:30, but you would still think that a child
A 4-year-old
of that
should be asleep.
Yeah, not in this building.
Mom was reorganized in the closet in there. Yeah, we drove by and saw that. This is chapter 17, the apostate here. Now, before we get into this, speaking of season 1 and 2, Jon Favreau, who's the creator of the show, has confirmed that season 1 and 2 takes place over the course of a few years. And then he doubled down on that. And he said that Grogu, when he went to go train with Luke, was 2 years of training before he reunited with Mando. It does not feel like it should be that long. And I feel like every time...
So what was this episode? 3 months? 6 months? I mean, because Jesus Christ.
Maybe. I don't know, because it's a little weird. And it's like, people like Marvel timeline, you know, everybody's like, oh, where does this go? You all know it's going somewhere in this, but you know, Star Wars is a lot bigger because you have a start and you have an end and you're filling in the gaps here. So to be like, many years, it is kind of like, okay. And some people were like, 2 years and all that kid was able to do was like float a little rock. Like, couldn't he do some more?
Well, no, I think he can. He ate some candy today.
He did eat some candy.
Stole some candy. Technically, he stole some candy.
Yeah. So we're going to give you we're going to go over a little synopsis, share our thoughts here. You know, we're not going to go too crazy in detail. You watched the episode already, or you should have. We're not here to tell you what we watched it.
Yeah, this is not like an Abbott and Costello reenacting. I'm sorry. Who is that, she's going to say.
Who?
It was old-timey radio where, you know, they used to tell stories on the radio. Winston Churchill, he told the War of the World thing. Okay. I'm wasting my breath here.
All right.
So you hear metal forging as the intro starts.
Well, yeah, and we start with the armorer here, and she's building a smaller helmet, like a child's helmet.
A circle. Like, that piece of metal was not that big.
I don't know. Well, here's my thing. When I watched this, I assumed that this helmet was going to be Din Darjin Mandalorian's helmet.
Yeah, I really wasn't sure where this was going.
I thought it was his helmet.
This was a flashback.
That's what I thought until obviously Mando swoops in because they get attacked by a creature. Because they also said there was not enough Beskar. Like, they were running out of Beskar. So that makes me think, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
It's just got a metal helmet,
And
maybe?
I thought there wasn't that many Mandalorians.
Well, there were. They scattered, she said.
But there was a lot of
So
Mandalorians in that little land.
Bo-Katan says at the end of the episode, she says that people wouldn't follow her because she didn't have the Darksaber. Now, I'm wondering if those are some of the people that were following her and have joined with them now. But see, Bo-Katan also lived by like a different thing of like, you can take the helmet off. So like, if you are like with that mindset, why would you really go? And, I mean, I guess you could.
That was the first thing she said to the kid. No, that was the first thing was like, you're not taking your helmet
also
off.
That's why I was thinking for a second maybe it was like Mando because like
and the kid kind of looked like him. I think they did that on purpose.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I was kind of looking. I was like, well, that kind of looks like him, but I'm like, I don't know. We've all seen Pedro Pascal, and I'm like, I don't know if that looks like him.
The blue helmet was it was a nice helmet, I have to say, but that's what threw me off was like the blue. But then,
I didn't know if that was for like the children.
Maybe that was a child helmet, and then because obviously your head's gonna grow.
My other thing too was what I was thinking was when I looked at it, I was like, maybe this is his because she was like, you with taking this helmet, like you're never gonna take it off, basically. And they all like pause for a second, and then that's when the creature comes out. So I was like, maybe this is a flashback, seeing like he's like thinking like, oh damn, I have like a loophole or something because I never finished my.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, I was on that same thing that I thought maybe it was like a loophole, but no,
because then you hear the music and his little ships whooping in.
Well, before his thing, they just start fighting that creature.
Well, no, I know, but I'm saying
then you see the ship, and I'm like, who's in that freaking ship?
The other thing
I don't know his ship, so I mean,
well, that's his new one from Boba Fett that he got. Hi, Cooper. Cooper's here to share his opinions. He did watch. Cooper was very... Let me tell you this. We watched this separately. This morning, me and Cooper and Sky watched it. Every time they would play the Mandalorian's theme, his head snapped to attention.
You like that song?
Like it was his song playing.
Oh, I think that could be your song.
Well, she always says Cooper looks like Baby Yoda. I'm not gonna lie, I did see it a little bit today. Like when he was in the ship with Mando and he like crawled into his arm. Yeah. I was like, yeah, that looks like
He's
that could be
ready
Cooper.
to crawl into my arm right now.
Come on, Cooper. Come share your opinions.
Oh, someone just found catnip over there.
Oh no.
20 hours later. Good job, sissy.
Like literally, this is hours later so we sprayed these toys with catnip. She's grabbing all the ones that we sprayed with catnip.
I don't understand her. She's a weirdo. She's a little weirdy.
She sat on those, like, we were watching her and
she's talking at her like,
yeah.
You're not
you didn't shut off the dehumidifier before we started recording. So all sorts of trouble, okay? And when I was trying to watch Mandalorian this morning, I sat down, Sissy was sitting there playing. Halfway through when they're doing the fight scene, Sissy's on the floor. Meh. I go, come on, Sissy, we're not doing this. This is the premiere. So I had to come and get her. I was like, come lay down with me. Wait a minute. Oh God, he's beating her with his tail. Look, oh Jesus Christ.
Okay, here's the only thing I had a couple of problems with. So you have all these Mandalorians.
Yeah.
I mean, young ones. This lady who I think should be maybe higher than people.
Well, yeah, she's the armorer, so she's definitely the like.
So like, here comes this. What looks like to be a crocodile cross something.
Yeah,
we all
I don't know the name.
Whatever it is. So it comes out of the water. Doesn't look like it's got feet to run after you. It's got to use the water to kind of navigate its body.
Yeah.
And yet you guys cannot defeat it and are getting eaten by it.
Well, seriously, see, the eating part, yeah, I get what the hell's going on there. But, like, I get the shooting part. You don't know what the body could take a lot of shots.
No,
like,
I know.
You know.
Like, I could stand to
see...
At
least the one guy was like, let's take to the skies.
Yeah, no, of course. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I'm like, okay, they gotta have a brain. They're going up. They're gonna probably put some bombs. Sure enough, they put those red bombs, whatever. But I'm, like, thinking to myself, like, seriously? Like, getting eaten by it? No, I'm not buying it. Getting whacked by it? Okay, because it is, like, it's willy-nilly. It's all over the place. But, all right, you're trying to get approach to it, so... But, like, when I was watching them again, I'm like, really?
Well, you know what? Here's the other thing, too, that made me think for a second that maybe the kid was the Mandalorian. Because here's my thing. Kept standing, like, right in front of the thing. Like, he was going to do something. And I was like, oh, well, maybe that, maybe it's just, like, him like, no. This is just some random kid that I don't know, just standing there.
His helmet ceremony.
Which, it, like, is so weird because they did I feel like they made a big point of saying they were running out of Beskar. And, like, running out of Mandalorians.
Maybe they'll address that or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, no, obviously there's young ones they're trying to bring up.
Well, no, yeah, we would be the young ones. But, no, I'm just saying.
And then,
maybe we don't know what his helmet was. I didn't see her melt down, like, anything that looked... It could have just been metal. You could just have... Maybe you don't get a Beskar helmet.
She was, like, putting it in that water like that. Maybe, was the water of, like... And then it came out like magic or something. I don't know.
But, no, maybe as a child... You don't get the Beskar helmet. Like, maybe you just get the regular helmet. Like, because they're like, well, your big head's going to grow.
Well, I guess it would just melt your hat down again.
I guess, yeah.
Your helmet or whatever you want to call it. And then, of course, there's Din Darjin, who comes in his little ship.
Yeah,
and magically shoots the beast and kills him.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing though. You have to think the lasers or the bullets coming out of the ship is definitely going to be more than the guns. I think it's got more.
But I think
power
the whole kid thing was meant to set up the whole storyline, like you said, for the season of him trying to get redemption for taking the helmet off.
Yeah, which I feel like this road is a very long road because he goes in there and he talks with the armor and she's like, really, you can't come back? He's like, well, what if I go bathe in the waters of Mandalore? And she's like, well, they're not really there. But she's like, well, I'm going to go find them because, look, I have this piece and it says it.
Yeah, it was like a green rock or something. I was waiting for it to say something, but it didn't say anything.
I'm sure Eric Voss could... No, if you look, there's like a tan piece on it. I'm sure Eric Voss could read that thing. I can't, not with my eyes. But I feel like this has felt like it's taking a while for him to, like, go do this thing because it ended in season 2 and he took the helmet off and you kind of... Like, they always alluded to this. And then in Boba Fett, they kind of had the same exact conversation in Boba Fett. But I wonder if they just did this assuming that, okay, maybe people didn't see Boba Fett. So that's why he has to... That's why they're rehashing this conversation for people who didn't watch it.
This, like, it feels like this could not be a season. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, going to the waters and bathing and...
Yeah, well, I think that's going to be...
How is that going to be, like... Like, you could do that in one show, like, if you
No,
really
well,
wanted
that's
to.
what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that what's going to happen here is that he's going to go to the planet of Mandalore, bathe in it, something's going to happen...
Or I think he'll take it forever to get there because
little side quests. Yeah. But here's my thing. I think what's going to happen is I think he'll go and bathe, and I feel like his group of Mandalorians will not take him in or like believe him or something like that, where then he will join up with Bo-Katan or something like that.
Yeah.
Or have a battle with Bo-Katan, well, here's my
well.
thing. Once he returns, and let's just say he returns and it's, he bathes in the water, because that's what you're assuming is going to happen. Everything's going to go perfect. If it does, then she'll realize, okay, this planet is habitable. I can go back and try to claim it. Let me try to get this Darksaber where it might set her up for like a villain of sorts. Maybe, I don't really know. Because, sorry, I thought I heard Mariah crying in there.
Yeah, she was.
Oh, okay, so I'm not crazy. So then he leaves this and he goes to Navarro to meet with Grief Karga. And now he is the high magistrate of this place that he has, like, built better, basically, and has made it, like, what would they call it? The gem of the Outer Rim? Yeah, so the Outer Rim is as far as you can get from, like, Coruscant. So the further you're away from the center of it, like, the less money, the less resources, the less you are patrolling.
Yeah, but it looked like there was a lot going on.
Oh, no, it looked like he really turned it around.
He made it sound like there was a lot. I mean, so much so that he offered him and Grogu a place to live.
Yeah.
Like,
well, because he wants him to be like his like marshal. And they do reference, if anybody cares, Cara Dune from season 1. That she got some kind of fancy job, which I'm assuming was supposed to be that show she was going to get the high something. I can't even remember. Some kind of like show she was going to do, but that got canceled. But yeah, he's trying to get him to be marshal. I saw some people say that maybe they would bring back, oh God, what the hell's his name? Cobb Vann as the marshal for maybe his thing. Which, that's a possibility. Or maybe the show will end with him going back there like Mandalorian to like live there.
Once he's like, maybe because...
Once he feel like he's
maybe his people won't like accept him, so
yeah,
he'll
I'm
go back
feeling
there.
like it's not just going to be very straightforward with him getting to these waters.
No, there's no
Or like
way.
it will, like he'll get there, he'll bathe, and then it will be like something will go wrong again. But once he's there, he kind of says, he tells him his plans to go to Mandalore.
For a mission, yeah.
Yeah, and he says he wants IG-11, who was originally sent to kill Grogu, but then like became like his protector. So he wants to bring him back to life, and they attempt to do that. And of course, I didn't think it was going to go right.
No.
At all.
I didn't think it was going to do that where he's attacking them, but...
I just figured it wasn't going to turn on or something, but...
Yeah. That's what I figured. He just wasn't going to make it work.
He kind of like went back to his factory setting, tried to attack Grogu, and he takes him to... I don't know the little character's actual name. I just know they're from The Rise of Skywalker, the guy who was going like... It was
something with an A. I couldn't...
Well, yeah, I don't know...
Sorry.
Oh my God, Cooper left and the computer left her basically. Mm-hmm. And they basically say, we can't repair him. It's broken. That scene was really cute and funny, especially with Grogu trying to like maul the little guy. Because it's like Baby Yoda, Grogu, you always think is like the smallest, like cute little thing. And then there's like something, smaller than him.
Did you notice the little droids carrying, what's his name?
Oh, his like cape. Yeah, I saw that. Well, because at first, when he first approached, you hear something go down the stairs. I'm like, what the hell is that? And then you could see like the little.
When he's walking, you can
see them carrying.
When he's walking, cape. You can really see it. Yeah, but like before that, you have the pirate.
Oh
guy.
Yeah, you have the little pirate thing that also happens.
Yeah, I mean, which I guess that's just a setup for them chasing him later.
Yeah, which I know. I mean, you could also see that as that could be something that's going to carry later on in the season. Also, like with the main pirate captain here, but I don't know if it was just like the little thing to have some more action in this episode. I think so,
but that was so weird because it's like, come on, dude, it's a school. You're not going in there to get a drink. It's a school,
right? I was just like,
first of all, they don't even have alcohol probably in there. So what are you doing? You want to go in there and have a drink from where?
On a tiny little chair too. Like schools have smaller chairs for children. Like
couldn't figure it out.
It was like weird. It wasn't like he was like originally like get off the planet. He was like, come have a drink here with me in my like nice place. Yeah. And he's like, no, it was that was
because that was
like
one of
weird.
The main reasons he was offering him the marshal position, like knowing that he would be good to have him here.
Yeah, to help
there on that, and like say at that point, like to me, it was a little slow.
Yeah, I felt like they were going a little long with the pirates. I was like, what are they? Because I was kind of like, what are they for? Because clearly, him going back to Navarro was to go get IG-11, and it's setting up that now he's going to go and get this like board to fix IG-11, hopefully. Which I don't think it's going to work anyway, because I did see, I think in one of the first... We also, by the way, if anybody's like, there are speculations, you can see things in like promo clips. We've only watched like the trailers, the one big trailer that comes out typically. We don't watch clips here and there.
Yeah.
But I feel like I saw
Koopy.
Oh. Well, I thought I saw in the thing, obviously where Grogu sits is where a droid... He does this every time we talk about Star Wars. I start speaking and he like interrupts me. Watch, like I'll go back to talk about it. Where Grogu sits, there's supposed to be a droid there, and I think some people sit in the See, I told you, you just gotta give him a minute. Koopy, come here. Alright, let me try this one last time. The little thing in Mando's ship is where like a droid's technically supposed to go to pilot, and obviously he took it out to put Grogu in. But I know in the trailers, I think there was like scenes that looked like he may have had something in there. So I feel like from that the IG-11 thing's probably not going to go like smoothly. And I think it would also like would be like a little arc for him because he doesn't trust droids very easily. Yeah. So this would now make his mission even harder to have to learn to trust somebody else. But from Navarro, he ends up leaving and going to a Mandalorian castle, which has Bo-Katan in it, waiting there. I don't know what she's doing, just sitting.
He ends up on Cavalica, he said, or something.
Caliga? I'm not really sure, but it's a planet. It's a castle,
but it's a planet in the Mandalorian system, which I didn't know there was all this goings on.
Yeah, no, there's
because considering the way they talk like there's no other Mandalorian. So now there's a Mandalorian system and a Mandalorian castle.
Mandalore is like the
no, I know, but I'm just saying, like I didn't know there was all these places.
Yeah, I didn't realize there was that.
And not
much
for nothing, but my only comment is so there's Bo-Katan. I wrote it down, sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
Made of stone. I'm assuming that's stone. Okay. We all know it's probably plastic, but you know what I mean. It's
foam.
In the real world, it's stone. Just sitting there.
Yeah, but
how many hours?
How
many hours are you sitting there? You know, just sitting and knitting, and hey.
He's going over to cry at the water bowl that we just replenished. But yeah, that was my thing. I was just like, what? He's just sitting there, like, yeah.
He's by the cabinet,
crying for food. Basically, he's telling her that he's gonna go. Well, he first asks, he goes, "Where's like all your people? You're supposed to go back and retake Mandalore." And she's like, "Nobody's following me because I don't have the Darksaber, so they're all gone." I can't with him. And well, he says so. He's telling her that I can't with him. All right, so we've given him treats, but since then, Mariah Carey's father's here now, so we got the whole family joining us now. I can't even I always get such no. I'm saying I get such a disarray. Like I can't even remember what I was saying. Oh, so he says that he's gonna go to Mandalore, Mando, and she says, well, that's like poisoned and it's not good. And he's like, well you were just saying that you were gonna go retake it. Like, what are you?
But she also was saying too, like the mines are nothing special. Yeah, you're wasting your time. And
because she's very obviously, I think it also like stems from that she doesn't agree with the helmet and all that. Also, I think it's the bitter of the Darksaber, which is why I think like it's something like I think his group's not gonna take him back. Look at them eyeing each other up the cats.
That face, sissy. Be nice.
God. No, he had it back at her.
Yeah, well, because she started with him.
She does. She always comes with a nasty face, that one.
Oh, go ahead. Yeah, get your butt off the pillow.
No, but I think his group's not going to take him back, and I think Bo-Katan's going to see that he went to Mandalore. It's habitable. Great. Now give me that Darksaber. Like, I think now she's going to be like, I'm going to fight you for the Darksaber kind of thing. Like, I want my planet back, basically. And it simply ends up with him telling her, you got to make your mind up. Do you want Mandalore or not? Like what side are you choosing? That it's not habitable or it is? And he pretty much just walks away.
Just leaving her to sit there.
Just leaving her to sit.
All of eternity on the uncomfortable stone chair.
I will say, though, Bo-Katan's hair last season, I didn't like it. It looked bad. I don't know if it was a wig. It was much shorter. It was not good. This hair this season looks good. I don't know if this is the actress's actual hair, if they just got a better wig. I thought it looked better to me.
I don't know.
It also looked more like Clone Wars in there, where it's like it was more of thin, straight, and cut. The other one was a little bit more poofy. I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. This definitely looks better. Probably, though, the biggest thing from the whole episode, which I know you're probably going to be like, I don't know what that is. Because at first I was like, I don't know what it was. When they go through hyperspace and Din's asleep, those are space whales or Purrgil. Now, this is more related to the Rebels show with Ahsoka. Those whales took Ezra Bridgers, one of the characters, and I believe Thrawn as well. So I think this was probably just like a little foreshadow, like Ahsoka's coming this year, and she will be dealing with this, or I don't know, maybe we'll see her again or something. I just feel like
Grogu seems scared of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they took him into this portal and they haven't found this kid for I don't know how many years now.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it's like that's what she was doing in the Mandalorian episode that one time when she appeared with fighting
She was
the lady.
looking for a kid.
She was like, "Where's Thrawn?" She's looking for. I don't know if he's a kid anymore. He might be like a teenager, but he looks young to me.
Okay.
So that'll be for the Ahsoka series.
I knew that was gonna be something like those things
Yeah,
were gonna be something. I just didn't know what they were.
I don't think it's something for like the Mandalorian show. I think it's just like a foreshadow. Like, don't forget, we do have Ahsoka coming. I think that's what it's more gonna be for. And we have to watch. I'm not gonna lie. We have to watch Rebels. I'm still working my way through the Star Wars universe. It's a lot. It's a lot of content to consume. But I will definitely make sure we get on that before we get to Ahsoka, because we're excited for that. I do feel like, though, each location that he went to brought like a different story and like a different plot. Like, obviously the first one.
Well, there's different things going on each one.
Yeah, I guess it is going to be multiple. But then there was like the
But
IG-11
they're all.
soap,
But when you think about
Board.
it, they're all rebuilding.
Yeah, that is
Technically,
true.
because the Marshal's rebuilding his little thing, and she's she's trying to, but
yeah, rebuilding, starting anew.
That sounds like, ooh, I think I have the mic. But that's what I'm saying. Like, so what does she do? Just sit there all day?
I don't know, and mope around in the chair.
There's nobody there. Like, you're just sitting by yourself in that stone chair.
Yeah,
you don't get bored.
Where were the other
Where do you
two? That
sleep?
I can't remember the girl and the guy's name. Come in. The girl and the guy who were with her in the Mandalorian episode. I can't remember their name, but where the hell are they?
I don't know. I guess they left as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like they wouldn't.
But I thought they would have been more loyal.
Yeah,
Maybe they were.
Maybe they're there. Maybe they're there.
Just not in the scene. I don't know.
They were
They have
busy.
to
They
wait
were
for
like,
more.
listen, everybody takes a turn sitting in the stone chair throughout the day.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
I do feel like, though, the episode felt like it wasn't sure where it wanted to start. Like, I feel like, in my head, I feel like talking with the armor, talking on Navarro, talking with Bo-Katan, they all could have been the start of this episode.
Yeah.
And, like, almost we saw, like, the 3 pitches for the... I don't know. I still liked it, don't get me wrong. But I do feel like it kind of just felt like it... Like, they
just
were each
started on all different notes, like, kind of. But...
singing Mariah.
Wow.
Wow, okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's loud. But, yeah, I mean... God, if it's not Cooper...
We just got to pull through.
Somebody's hitting a high note for me. I definitely liked it. I'm interested to see where it's gonna go. I don't think it's that many episodes, as always.
Really?
Like, I think it's. I mean, here's the thing with these shows, with certain like Disney Plus shows where they have such a big production, they don't really have much to do. But I'm hoping the episodes will get longer. Maybe. I mean, maybe some of them will be a little bit longer. I think this was just
wasn't
the
expecting
intro.
too much out of this one, to be honest with you, because I knew it was going to be the first one.
It's setting it up.
I knew they were,
And here's my thing. I
just didn't think that they were going to be all over the place, like you said. They were all over the place.
I think the armor thing was there for people who didn't watch Boba Fett. But my thing is, I do feel like Star Wars and Marvel, like if you watch one, you're typically gonna watch it all. Like I don't feel like some random person, I don't feel like Mariah Carey over here is just popping on and only I don't feel like somebody does that typically.
No, but
I feel like if you knew, when they promoted Boba Fett, they promoted that Mandalorian was in it. So if you saw that, you'd probably be like, oh, let me watch out for Mando or something.
But you know what? I was a little confused about. I think they could have left the whole Bo-Katan part out.
Yeah.
Only because
it did make you feel like he was leaving to go get the circuit board, and then here he is with Bo-Katan.
Like he did, like his story at least flowed from one thing to the other. Like, okay, you see, they're setting it up for what his mission is to find redemption.
Yeah.
So he goes to see the lady. That makes sense. Okay, well, I'm going to do it. So now he's going to get what he thinks he needs to do it.
Yeah.
So he's putting his team together. But when he gets to her, I thought he just happened upon that because he had to hyperspace to get away from the pirates.
Maybe he was hyperspacing to somewhere where he felt like he might have backup if the pirates followed him.
But then he said, he's like, oh, this is such and such, and where it's a Mando candle.
It's Mando candle.
It's a Mando candle. Burn that down. It's a Mando castle.
Yeah.
And she happened to be there, which I'm assuming he knew. But I would have liked it if he had at least had said, we're stopping here at that, when he said the planet's name is it, and we're stopping here to meet up with Bo-Katan to see if she's going to help us. If she's going to help us, or if her people can help us, or if we could put together a little team till we can get IG-11
that's what you were
back.
saying earlier when we were talking. You said that it might, he might have went there to set up the team, but I feel like he was trying to get this. I feel like he was going to start the droid storyline.
I don't know why he stopped there.
That's
the thing. That's
maybe
why
next week it's going to pick up, and maybe he knows that this castle has like droid parts or something. I don't know. Maybe there's something like they have like.
Oh, maybe if he goes and looks on this planet or wherever, and maybe
it's somewhere else on this planet, but he just
stopped to say hi to her. I don't know. Like, it was just weird. I thought that
yeah,
part was weird.
It was a little bit confusing for me. That was the only part that was kind of like
because he knows that she doesn't approve of the
helmet,
the whole helmet.
But I
thing,
guess he just felt like he was like maybe he was checking to see like, do I actually need to go get this circuit board thing, or has she claimed Mandalore yet? You know, like maybe he was coming in to see like. Oh, okay, Bo-Katan's not here, then she's probably claimed.
Then wouldn't she have been at Mandalore?
No, I know, but maybe that's what he was coming to see, if the chair was empty or was somebody sitting in it. I don't know.
Alrighty. Well, there you have it.
Well, either way, I think Jon Favreau already said season 4 is written, so...
Oh, okay.
We're pretty much... I mean, yeah, come on. This is the Stranger Things of Disney+. They're not going to let this go, in my opinion.
I think... Not so much maybe he has a whole thing written down, but I think they have to know.
No, yeah.
They have to know specifically where they're going to go.
Jon Favreau is also just such a storytelling kind of guy that he, I think he goes into everything with probably knowing, like, his beginning and his end. And maybe he's going to judge up the middle part, like, kind of thing. Even Dave Filoni's part of this, too. And he's the one who did...
Jon Favreau? Is he the guy from Spider-Man?
Yes, Spider-Man. He did the
Iron Man.
So
he writes.
What?
He writes.
Yeah, he writes the show.
I didn't know
this is his show. He does. I think
he just produced and like directed. I didn't know he actually.
I think he writes it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he writes every episode, but I know for the majority.
Yeah. Interesting.
Well, most I'm gonna assume creative decisions have to be ran through him. Let me just say that. Don't quote me on anything ever.
Okay. Well,
this is it. We'll be back next Friday, as we said in our Outer Banks episode. We are not doing Mandalorian Mondays as Disney does. We are doing Mandalorian Fridays here. And we'll come up with something for that. We'll figure it out.
Forging Friday.
Okay.
I'll come up
give her some time to think about it. This Saturday, after this Mandalorian episode, we are also posting The Real Housewives of New Jersey. We do that every Saturday, Mandalorian every Friday. And on Monday, we do a little random our weekly episode, whatever we feel. This week, we're going to do J-Lo wedding movies. So that's our plan. And then I think we actually have, the week after that, another Pedro Pascal show. We're going to do The Last of Us. Mm-hmm. Very excited for that. That's what we got.
Full Last of Us.
Yeah, we're going to do the whole season in whole. We just think that would be better.
And also listen to our other podcast.
Yes, we talk about it all. That also goes up every Friday. So once you're done listening to this, you can go listen to that. We are talking about our fitness journey over there. And the week before that, I lost my mind and ranted beyond belief. So that one's pretty good, too. I checked that one out. And I think that's all. So thank you so much for listening or watching. Hopefully you'll give us a good rating.
Yes, please do.
Give us 5 Best Scar stars.
Oh, Lord help us. She was holding that one in her back pocket the whole time,
Just came up with that one. No, right now on the spot.
Wow, right on the spot.
Right on the spot, folks.
It's creativity you've got to witness it.
Yeah, and if you're on YouTube,
smoke is blowing out that brain.
Give us a thumbs up. Don't give us a thumbs down. Instead, leave a comment telling us how we can improve.
Yeah,
make sure you
turn
subscribe.
Those frown downs into something positive, will you, please?
Yep. And subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any episodes, because we're uploading 3 days. All right, that's all. We'll see you next week or tomorrow or Monday.
We're going to have Mandalorian meat pasta today. I can do it too. No, I'm just kidding. Hit the button.